どうも、朝倉優です。お元気ですか? So in my previous lesson, we learned how to flirt in Japanese. Step 1, how to respond and how to ask questions, what they like. And we are going to the second step, which is how to compliment in Japanese. Oseji. So, oseji is, I would say it's a fake compliments or too much compliments that sounds fake. Yeah, basically, if you can, basically being a kisser. Yeah. So, yeah, I love compliments. I'm sure everybody loves to be complimented. But if you go too far, you can kind of tell that, okay, you just kissing my, basically being somebody being a yes man, so that, I would like them. It's just, if it's not genuine, it has the opposite effect. So oseji is what we don't like. Maybe just a little bit to be polite and be like, okay, yeah, I know. It's not genuine, but somebody's trying to be polite. Okay, that might be acceptable, but especially for the purpose of this lesson, how to be flirty, it has to sound genuine. So don't push it, and you don't have to go too far. But oftentimes when you are engaged in like conversations, you get distracted and you forget to compliment other person. So just keep that in mind. That's an effective way to make someone feel special. I will just do with the simple sentence for this purpose. Sentence is simple, but I want you to build some vocabulary to go with it. So the first sentence I give you is somebody de something desu ne. Somebody de something desu ne. Well, first of all, we have the word anata to indicate you, but we don't really use that word in a sentence because you can cut it if it's obvious. However, because of that, if you use their name, our name, you feel like, oh, I'm special. So when somebody calls me Yu-san, Yu-chan te something desu yo ne, that sounds very personal. So it's pretty effective in Japanese. So let's use that name. And as we learn my past lessons, you want to use san, chan, or kun, especially if it's a business relationship or the first time to meet anyone. Don't just go with the first name, you. I don't know you that well. So, chan, san, kun. Let's use those. And how to use that? Just go back to my channel, then look for the topic. Anyway, so let's say you are talking to me. So, you-san te. Okay, I like this compliment. 面白いですね。You-san te 面白いですね. Yeah, I like that. 面白い in Japanese. In this case, it's usually meaning funny. Yeah, like haha, funny. It can be interesting as a translation, but we don't usually use that as someone is interesting. If the book is interesting, yes, we can say この本は面白いです. Yeah, that sounds like it could be funny or interesting. If it's a person, usually it means funny. 面白い. Yeah, so I like that compliment. I want to be funny. Yeah. So, or I'm just using an example. I'm not complimenting myself, but you-san te, for example, 賢いですね. That means she's smart, right? So for this particular adjectives, you can use like 面白い, funny, 賢い, smart, or intelligent, or かっこいい, cool, handsome, kirei, beautiful, pretty. So those are, good adjectives to know to compliment someone, right? So if you look up the dictionary, there are so many. Maybe you can be creative, but this sentence is golden. So just remember that. Name de something ですね. You are so and so. All right. So okay, this one is my kind of secret weapon. When you are talking with someone, and if you have an unexpected compliment thrown at you, you're like, oh, well, I didn't see that coming. So that gives a special effect in a way. So how to do that? I'll give you this sentence. Somebody, san, getting their attention. Something ga, adjective, ですね. I'll give you an example. Again, you're talking to me. So, Yu-san, 目が綺麗ですね. Oh, that's a killer. Yes. Yu-san, 目が綺麗ですね. See? And if it comes out of nowhere, we're talking like this, then all of a sudden you said, 目が綺麗ですね. Oh, that's like, who? So, your eyes are pretty. That's what I said. Yu-san, your eyes are pretty. So, if you throw compliments, like more detailed compliments that only you would know, it's definitely an indication that you are interested and you are paying attention that makes someone feel special. If you throw it in a bad timing or becoming like too forward to start with, it might have a different effect. I'm like, oh, wait a second, I didn't mean that way. But I think you can throw it in. I mean, you can feel it, In Japanese, we say kuki or yomu. We read the air. Yeah, so you can definitely see what's appropriate or not, but you can throw it when you feel like it. So other examples, how about somebody's voice? Said, 声が素敵ですね. 声が素敵ですね. 素敵 is a very convenient, like, good word to know. 素敵 means like fabulous, wonderful. Yeah. So you can use it for a lot of things, right? 声が素敵ですね. Or I sometimes get this because I got a really low voice. So when I speak kind of quietly, kind of breathy, I get this like, Yu-san, 声がセクシーですね. Some people don't think like that. Some people think like that. That's cool. But I like that compliment. 声がセクシーですね. Yes, we use the word sexy, but not too often. Something, it definitely has the kind of, sexual thing, meaning behind it. So you don't want to overuse it, but I guess if it's a voice, that's okay. When you use it as to describe something physical, like let's say, 目がセクシーですね. That's like, wow, maybe this person wants to sleep with me. That's the impression I get. So you want to keep it more something that's not too like external, like physical. Could be voice, could be gestures, Anyway, so you can use sexy. That's how we say it. Yeah, sexy ですね. We can use that. Or, like I said, something gesture, something not physical. I like this one. Yu-san, 話が面白いですね. 話が面白いですね. 話 is conversation. 面白い is funny again. Can be interesting this time. So, 話が面白いですね. Yeah. Or how about this, like, 髪が綺麗ですね. Your hair is beautiful. Yeah? It's not too much, right? So, and like I said again and again, it's about what you say, and it's all about how to say it too. So even the example that I gave you, you さんって、声がセクシーですね, for example. If you say it like as a matter of fact, 声がセクシーですね, as if like I am, doing an audition. This sounds less personal, so it wouldn't surprise the person. But if you say it like very personal, like, oh, I'm so interested in you. ゆうさんって声がセクシーですね. Then that's like, ooh, wait, okay, this person likes me. And you probably respond accordingly. Do you like the person or not? But it's also how you say it too. So Japanese people tend to go a little bit lighter. We like the kind of mysterious feeling, like, oh, what is going on here? Rather than being like too obvious, like, oh, that person likes me a lot. Then we're like, okay, I need more personal space. Not just physical, but like this mental, physical. We need a little bit more distance. So don't go too much, but just throwing hints. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. We need hints here and there. Yeah. So this is a good way to compliment someone and start flirting in a subtle way, dropping hints here and there.